The ruthless rule of King Leopold II of Belgium over the Congo Free State is remembered as a terrible period in history. He was known as the Monster of the Congo. But why? In this video, we will cover the shocking history of King Leopold II's reign over the Congo Free State and why he was the monster of his time. Ready? Leopold ascended to the throne of Belgium in 1835 and quickly developed grand imperialistic ambitions. He set his sights on Central Africa, with the Congo as his primary target. At the Berlin Conference of 1884–85, he convinced major powers that he intended to undertake a philanthropic mission in the Congo. His control over the land and its resources began when explorer Henry Morton Stanley completed a mission for him in 1885, providing Leopold with the knowledge to establish a colony in Africa's heart. Over 900,000 square miles of this vast territory was deemed Leopold's personal property, not a Belgian colony. He called it the Congo Free State, a name as vastly misleading as the Congolese were far from free. Under the administration of Leopold, a system was put in place to monitor the collection of rubber. Local chiefs were given quotas to meet, and failure to comply with these demands was met with harsh punishments. The chicote, a vicious whip made from the hide of a hippopotamus, was used to flog those who failed to meet the quotas, with individuals often receiving hundreds of lashes. The reach of Leopold's cruelty was not confined to the rubber trade. The Congolese were forced into mining copper and diamonds, funneling all the proceeds into Leopold's coffers. They were also subjected to grueling labor on construction projects such as the Matadi-Kinshasa Railway, claiming the lives of thousands due to disease, starvation, and brutal working conditions. Leopold employed a private army called the Force Publique, notorious for their brutality, to maintain control over the Congolese population. They terrorized the Congolese, mutilating those who failed to meet quotas, holding family members hostage, and instigating conflicts between different ethnic groups, further destabilizing the region and spreading fear and mistrust. Reports of the atrocities committed under Leopold's rule reached the global stage, inciting outrage and condemnation. Yet Leopold continued to portray himself as a benevolent leader who was civilizing the Congolese people. He exploited the Congo for personal gain, leading to horrifying incidents such as the 1895 massacre at Lusanga, where over 300 people were killed for failing to meet an impossible rubber quota. The brutality of Leopold's reign went beyond violence and exploitation. His agents introduced diseases like smallpox and sleeping sickness, which decimated the population. Cultural traditions were erased, and people were forced to abandon their way of life. The severity of Leopold's rule was so profound that it is estimated that up to 10 million people died due to his policies, approximately half of the Congo's population at the time. The detailed investigative work of individuals such as Edmond Dane Morel and Roger Casement brought Leopold's inhumane practices to light. Morel, a British shipping clerk who had become aware of the atrocities due to his work, became a vocal critic of Leopold's regime. He established the Congo Reform Association, which sought to expose the harsh realities of Leopold's rule and to campaign for human rights in the Congo. Despite the persistent attempts of Leopold and his officials to suppress these reports, the international outcry became impossible to ignore. The reality of Leopold's brutal reign, once shrouded in deceit and misinformation, was laid bare for the world to see. Yet, despite the atrocities committed under his rule, Leopold managed to evade justice. He was never formally charged or held accountable for his actions in the Congo. Finally, the world saw the end of Leopold's rule in 1908. However, the Congolese continued to suffer under Belgian rule until they finally gained independence in the mid-20th century. Simon Kimbangu and Patrice Lumumba are other notable figures who fought against the oppression of the Congolese people. and Lumumba, the first Prime Minister of Congo, led the country to independence from Belgium in 1960. In Belgium, Leopold's legacy remains mixed. He transformed the nation into a modern, industrialized country, but his inhumane rule in the Congo has left a stain on his legacy. Let's give it a wrap. But before signing off, do subscribe to our channel and like the video for more such interesting stories.